Make that the thumbnail.
What's going on, guys? Jadu YGO, and who am I here with?
Here with Derek Mead.
And what did you just do, sir?
I got top 16 at YCS Orlando playing Tenpai.
The best deck, right?
Best deck.
All right. Let's get straight into the deck profile.
Sure. So we did the Tenpai engine, 1 Chandra, 1 Fadra, 2 Pydra, 3 Genroku, and then the 1 ofs, Kaiman, Summoning, Field Spell.
All right.
Most of this is pretty standard. Obviously, you gotta play these at 1 because Konami said so. The 1 Fadra, I never like playing more than 1 Fadra. I drew this card 11 times day 1, and I didn't want to see more of it. And I think you only need 1. So 2 Pydra, 3 Genroku. I messed around with this deck with every number of Genroku for like 1 to 3. But I eventually set it on 3 because 1, you need to see engine. Like you have less Tenpai cards, so you gotta see engine. And 2, it helps to beat Droll, because even if your opponent Drolls you, you can't Pydra, but you can still Genroku into Chandra and still kind of OTK them usually. Yeah, the 3 Genroku, 2 Pydra I think was definitely correct. Especially because the second Pydra, like you run out of stuff to search with the Pydra, and you really only need like the ones to like synchro with Chandra. So yeah, I think this felt good. I only bricked like a couple times, which is kind of expected. Yeah, so I think the engine was perfect. And then the breakers. So I played 3 talents.
Yep.
And 2 thrust. So I was playing 3 and 3, but drawing multiple thrusts suck. And then Droll is a big thing for this deck again with the 3 Genroku. Like Droll is scary. So drawing like too many thrusts into Droll sucks. But talents is obviously really good, especially if you can like bait a monster effect before you search, and then like talents with their hand and hit the Droll. Is really nice. Yeah, I think this was pretty good. I was playing 3 thrust, but it got a little cloggy. And thrust is like technically engine. It's also engine that loses to Droll, because you thrust into terraforming if they Droll you. It's not engine. Yeah, this felt good. And then I was also playing the Sky Striker engine. So 3 engage, 1 drones, 1 afterburner, and then 2 Widow Anchor. Engage is kind of engine, because you can go engage into drones, into the token, Kagari get back drones, summon, and then make Hita, and then if they have a big enough monster, you can Hita crash into it, and then search Genroku to get to engine. Again, it also loses to Droll, but that's another way that the end engage is like kind of engine. And then yeah, they're just like really good board breakers. You play so many spells that you're like drawing off this a ton. The double Widow Anchor I really liked, especially because like if you get made to go first, you want to search this card. Like it's really nice to be made to go first and have like 3 spells with this. This is actually like a really good interrupt, like a negate and a steal. Yeah, I was playing Shark Cannon for a bit, but it's like not a great interrupt. You can't use it against like if they have Caesar up, you can't Shark Cannon because they can just negate it. The Afterburner was super nice because for sniping back row. Like there are times where you like Afterburner, pop a card, pop a monster, pop a back row, and then like Kagari bring it back, pop a monster, pop a back row, just to like clear like imperms and stuff. Yeah, I think I like this. I used to play like 1 of this and side more Widow Anchors, but I eventually wanted to side different cards, so I just played the 2. I think this again was perfect, and it gives you enough targets to like resolve the engage multiple times as well.
Sir, would you agree? The striker version is the better version.
I would say so. If you're playing going second Tenpai, you're playing striker cards, and if you're going first with Tenpai cards, you probably should.
Okay, thank you. You heard it here on this channel. Do not play anything else but the striker package.
And unless everybody at your locals plays Droll, then maybe.
Then we change our mind.
Yeah, we figure out something else.
All right.
And then there's just more breakers, 3 Ulti Slayer, card's insane.
How cracked was that?
Just realized, Ulti Slayer is crazy. Yeah, I play like multiple targets for Ulti Slayer too. Yeah, when we get to the action. 3 Eclipse, card's crazy. 3 Metal Tronus. Yeah, so this was, I got top 32 at Anaheim as well, and I played this. And with this, I was kind of iffy on this card, but then I put it back in basically like the day before the event, and this card was definitely insane. We'll get to the targets when I get to the extra deck. But yeah, it's good going first, good going second. It gives you extra bodies. Like I got D-barriered twice and OTK'd through D-barrier twice, simply because of the striker cards and Metal Tronus. You just summon like non-synchro bodies and just kill them. Yeah, and again, another card that's good going first is nice if people like make you go first. Games 2 or 3, or 1 if they know you're playing Tenpai. Yeah, all these cards, all the breakers were nutty. And then the last cards are Upstart, Chicken Game, which is basically Upstart. I was playing Into the Void before. I cut it because 1, Droll. If you draw too many like draw cards with any you Droll, it kind of sucks. And 2, it's like awkward because usually you don't care about discarding monsters, but it's like if you have a Chandra in hand, it's awkward. And post side, if you put in monster hand traps, it's kind of awkward. So I cut it Into the Void. I kept Chicken Game just because it's another terraforming target. If you have like Field Spell terraforming, because you know the card to search for. And so sometimes I have 1 games because I activate Chicken Game, pay 1,000, and my opponent forgets about it, and they go to kill me, and then I have Chicken Game, so I levitate and then kill them. So against bad players, you can steal wins that way, but it's just another Upstart Goblin. Then the last 2 cards were 1 Called By. Obvious, it's Called By. It's a breaker against pretty much every deck, and then it hits Ash Blossom, and it hits Droll, which is nice. The last card I played was Salesman. This card was super good. People don't know what Salesman does. You just declare any card name. Your opponent can't use the card for the turn. You can't use the card for the entire duel. So basically, you're just calling like you can hit anything. So you can call like. It also affects the players. So you can call Rise Out Detonator. They can't activate any detonator for the whole turn. Even if they pop it, bring it back. Well, they can't pop it, but like no matter how many detonators they have, if they pop it, bring it back, they can't do it. You can hit Feast of Desiree to force a negate. If you like baited out everything, and like I've done Roku in this, and I only lose to Ash Blossom, you go Effect Call Ash Blossom. And you can, if you have this and a bunch of draw cards, you Effect Call Droll, and then just draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, this card was super good. This card definitely won me a couple games. Like there was a game. My buddy was like, "Oh, you should play Improvement Step," but like there was a game where my opponent just had like a format detonator, and I just Effect Called Detonator and normal summon Roku and just killed him. Yeah, this card was super good. It's also another thrust target. If like you're not in a draw, you can like thrust. If you had to like Talent's Board Break, you can thrust into this as another way to like hit the hand. You can like Effect Call Ash Blossom, Effect Call Impulse, Effect. You can call Fiends with the Paradise, hit the trap card. It's just super. It's super hits everything. It's really good. I was thinking about playing more of it, but you don't want to clog on multiples. I really like the one. Yeah. So that was the main deck. It was 40. Extra deck, Tenpai monsters, 2 Bident, 1 Trident, 1 Transcendent. This is all I played. I think this is all you need. I think at Anaheim we were only playing the Q-Bolt as an extra target. Like Black Rose and Samurai and all that stuff just gets got. You just going on TK. Originally I wasn't playing this, but you kind of need the second one, especially because Ulti Slayer you do need a synchro. Like I played against Centurion at a case tournament, and like I had this and then couldn't Ulti Slayer synchros because I didn't have a synchro to send. So I think you need the second one. For the links, I played Striker, Seals, Hida, and Princess. I play Striker, but not SP, just because if you need to free the main monster zone for Striker cards, you can link up Hydra or something into this, and then activate Striker cards. This is obvious. This is, again, for you can crash it with Hornet Drones. Princess is your second Fladra. For the Striker cards, I play Kagari and Shizuku. Shizuku is if you're going first, you can summon this and search a card. Or sometimes you'll have 2 spells in graveyard and like engage drones. So you have to go drones, summon the tokens, summon Shizuku, and then engage to get the draw. Yeah, I summoned both these. It was nice. And then the targets for Metaltronus and Ulti Slayer are the Tri-Brigade, the Gurua, Aggregator, and then my 2 Metaltronus targets were a Detonator and a Fiends with Desiree. So the nice thing about playing Ulti Slayer and Metaltronus is they kind of go really well together. So Aggregator is not only an Ultimate Slayer target for Xyz, but it's also a Metaltronus target for Malice because it's a Dark Cybers. And then Detonator gives you another Xyz in case you open like double Ulti Slayer against Rizio. You can like effect send this one, and then you can Ulti Slayer with something else by sending this. Yeah, these were just the 2 Metaltronus targets. This obviously hits Detonator. And then this hits kind of like everything. So it hits obviously any Light Fiend. It hits like Griffin against Malice. I summoned it, I like hit a Griffin with it. It hits Desiree. A lot of times if people made me go first, I would just let them Fiendsmith combo. And they go to sequence. I'd have like 3 back row. They go sequence, summon this, and I go Metaltronus target and just banish it face down. It also, it's a Fiend with 2800 attack, so it also hits a Baoku as well. It hits Caesar because it's a Fiend with 2800 attack. So this guy, like, he kind of hits he hits the Light Fiends, but he also hits, like, he hits Caesar, he hits, like, pretty much everything you want. Yeah, I Metaltronus like a Muckracker and summon this. I played a Dragon, like a Dragon Link Bestial Fiendsmith pile, and I Metaltronus to seal. So Metaltronus was, again, crazy. Like, even the cards you don't expect to be Metaltronus targets are Metaltronus targets. And then the side deck. The side deck was 3 Impulse, 3 Book of Moon. This is obviously for Malice, but these are what I was siding against Rizio Fiendsmith if I didn't know if I was going first or second. Book of Moon is a good breaker going second. And if they make you go first, you can like book Lurry. If they go Dew Drive, you can book the Dew Drive. Impulse is like fine into the deck. You can like Impulse, like the Fiendsmith stuff. Like if you have like Seals plus like this can Fiendsmith stuff, Seals can hopefully deal with the Rizio stuff. Yeah, I really like Book of Moon. I was thinking about Xyz Encore, but Book of Moon just hits like the Fiendsmith stuff as well. Like if you go first, it hits like the Fiendsmith stuff and the Rizio stuff, whereas Encore only hits the Rizio stuff. 3 Droll. I put this in for Water and Mitsurugi, and I never played against Mitsurugi or Water, so I never put this in. 3 Chaos Hunter and 3 Lancia for more Malice hate. Lancia is obvious. Chaos Hunters are a little bit more weird. We played this at Anaheim, and it made a lot more sense when you played more Tenpai monsters, because you could just like summon this and then summon a Chandra or a Pydra and then just win. It's a little more awkward here because you don't have as many Tenpai monsters, and then it conflicts with the Striker stuff. But if Malice full combos, it's scary, and I don't know if they're going to make me go first or second, so I put it in anyway. It did win me a game against Malice, so I liked it. Yeah, I think this is like a high-risk card because, Talents hits it. If you draw this for Striker cards, it sucks, but like the reward is you summon this and then they can't banish ever, so you win the game. So I liked it. Yeah, I think the side was fine. Again, I never sided this in, but I just never played against the deck, so I think the side was pretty perfect for me.
Okay. Any shout outs, good sir?
Yes, I'd like to shout out all the Arizona boys, Pisco Valley, Mitchell and Klaus for also they got top 64 and top 32 respectively, I believe. Shout out Wyatt for letting me borrow the detonator. The detonator is his. And also one of the Pydras in the main deck is his, so Wyatt was here in spirit. Shout out Jesse, Logan, Jackson, Wyatt especially, because me and Wyatt tested a lot, so shout out to Wyatt. Shout out to Wyatt.
Okay, well, from second place, top 60, congratulations, good sir. And I hope to see you at the next event.
Me too, me too.
We're rocking Tenpai.
Always, until they ban Chandra.
Until they ban Chandra. We're going to play it until the wheels come off.
Houston,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
Vegas.
See you next time.